Live. I'm just going to adjust camera. Okay, so we're back live. I'm going to do a bit of a demo. This sort of goes in line with a project folder, but not the big one, like the one that's, super wide and everything else, but the one that it's got the folder with a clear pocket in front. So it's that side of one. So we're going to do that, but bigger. All right. So I'm going to give you the measurements. So make sure you got a pen and paper to actually write down the measurements as we go, because this is sort of off the seat of my pants. So I apologize ahead of time. And because if it's going YouTube as well, you will be able to fast forward once this goes public. Okay. Or we finish video. So see you soon. Keep going. Let's do it. All right. You got to have your cup of coffee. That's really, really important, just FYI. Hey, Andrea, Naomi. I'll put my teeth back in there for you. Okay. This is what I have here in front of me. A bottle in front of me, a frontal lobotomy. I've got in front of me. Well, there's the other bit of needle that I broke from the last video. Alrighty. This is what I've got. I've got a good bit of zipper tape, and I'm using a number 5 zipper tape. I have a zipper head, which is over here. I dropped it in a minute. Come here, little booger. And this will do it just fine. Back again. That was quick. Yes, I had it sort of cut out, and I've just sort of looked at it and thought, yeah, I can do this. I can do this. I could do anything. Also, a little bit of bag strapping for a handle. And I pretty much cut about 17 inches of that. You're not going to need any more than 20 inches, so half a meter of zipper. Then I cut a half a meter by the width of the roll. Now, the width of the roll is about just under, it's a half a meter, so it's just under 20 inches. So I just go 20 inches. This we're making like a projecty sort of clear thing. And then I have cut down from the top 3 inches down, and I've got that piece there. So that's separate. So I've made that sort of squarish. Then I have 2 bits of black vinyl, and they are also 3 inches by the width of the clear vinyl. Then I also have, this is a really good one for a what they call them, fat quarter. So a fabric. Now that is my inside fabric, and then on the other side, I have, oops, that way, bit of faux leather. It is also the width of the faux leather bag stuff that I have, which is just on half a meter. And then in the center of that, I have placed a pocket. Well, I'm going to place a pocket. So that's just sitting there. It's a bit of masking tape. So that is what I have. So that's 20 by 20, roughly. Close enough is good enough. Same with the clear vinyl. That's 20 by 20. Got home to this. How awesome. G'day, Liz. Glad you could join. This is going to be a pocket. The pocket is 12 by 12 inches. Yeah, I am back again. I have that brown thread on my machine still. I haven't changed it, so it's going to stay. The other thing I'm going to try with this is a pre-made bias binding tape. So I'm going to try it with that so I don't have to make my own binding. If you want to, you make your own binding. I'm just going to cut it. Once I get it to where I want it, I'm then going to cut it quite thin. This here, we won't put on quite yet. We're just going to leave that there. What we do want to do, and also the foam, we want to make sure we've got foam in there as well. So what I do want to do is just put some clips around there. Get Linda. Around the edge. I am going to cut off excess after I give this a bit of a stitch. Now, like I said, I've only got my brown thread on. So it's going to be brown thread, just FYI. And I've got all this bright colour on that side. So, you know how I roll. It is what it is. Hey, blind man would love to see it. Where's Jimmy when you want him? Typical bloke, never there when you want him. Only joking. We love Jimmy. Haven't seen you for ages, actually. Haven't been on him. Oh, no, you come on. Just very quiet. So, I'm just going to do that. And this side, I can see that it's too big for the faux leather. So, I'm going to get out my trusty scissors, if I can find them. I think I buried them. Ooh, did I take them over there? Yeah, I did. I took them over there. Ah, g'day, G. We're making like a really big project pocket. I'm not worrying too much about the fabric underneath. That I'll trim off later. Later. So, and I actually do have white thread in the bobbin. So we're going to have white thread on this side and the brown on that side. So that's going to be an interesting combination. But yeah, we'll go with it. So first things first, I'm going to just make some marks. Now, being vinyl, you can use chalk if you want to. I don't want to. I just want to make a few marks. I'm going to make some wavy lines. That's all I'm going to. Actually, I don't even need to mark it. I'm just going to make some wavy lines. So and I don't need to put on my free motion foot for that. I can do that without. All right. So just put that aside for a minute while we're doing things. Now, this one here. Okay. What I want to have happen is the zipper is going to go, it's going to go in behind there. So I actually want the zipper in under. So, okay, so let me just figure this out because this is where I come a gutser. I just need to cut it the right size. Where did I put those scissors? Oh, there. Okay, so now I can place that in there in the middle. I'll put that like that, and I can sew that down and then put the zipper to it. I think that's how we're going to go. I do too. I love this fabric, so that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to go sort of half if you can. So if you can see that, sort of half. Clip there. You probably need to, otherwise you're going to, if you don't clip it, you're going to end up with them visually able to be seen, is what I'm trying to say. So that one on that side. Don't stress if it's not the same size. We can trim that off. Hello, Marianne. Not a lot. I've just given some measurements at the start, and I have clipped together 3 layers of the back, just so you can see. All right, so that like that. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch right along here on that edge, just making sure that that vinyl is behind the other one. I don't want it visible so you can see like a opening. So we're going to stitch that along there, and then we're going to come along and put that along there. We're going to do the same thing this side. We're going to probably have to cut a little bit off the bottom, which I'll tell you about when I get there. All right, so I think that's that way. And we do the same here. So we're going to place that in there. We're just going to put that in there like that. Oops, today's nearly knocked the coffee over. 7.5 way mark. and fold it over, clip it in place. Need to push that in there. All right, that's better. Now, if you've got any questions, I'll answer them as best as I can because I am sort of sewing at the same time. Sometimes I don't see them. All right, so my little mouse go. Let me do that. Okay, so I'm going to sew along now, and I'm going to sew along here just to hold them in. You will need a Teflon foot to do this because this stuff moves. If it gives you a really hard time, put a piece of paper down on your machine bench. Sometimes that helps. Before I get into doing this, I'm just going to decide as to, with these handles, that one handle, I'm thinking I might just sew it on top. Yeah, I think I will. I think we'll do that rather than putting it in because I think it'll be really visible and then it'll get in the seam. It'll get annoying. Do it like that. It'll go like that. Now, I think just on top, and we'll go round 4 times, like, around the 4 corners. So we'll do that. So that can be after that. All right, let's move this machine so you can see. Move my coffee out of the way. After I take a swig. Just saying. All right, let's move this. Tink, 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 tink. Tinky, tinky, tink. Oh, there, righty. Oh. Come here, microphone, Mr. Mad Mike. Okie dokie. Do that one in a sec. Oh. These two, we just need to sew down there and on the other one as well. So I'm going to place that in here, put that side. I'm going to do probably a double stitch, like 2 runs. So just hold that there. You don't need to go backward forwards, all right? It just needs to grab. Okay, Heather. Now I'm going to do a second run because I don't trust my first one did it right. Just how I roll. Okay, that's that. So I've done that. Oops. Yeah, and I've caught it the other side. You can't really see it because it's brown, but you'll get the gist if I come up a bit closer. Just put that over there. Okay, do it again. Hi, Jenny. Alrighty, move that baby out of the way. Okay, him out of the way. Camera down a little. Okay. So you'll be able to see it on the other side better because it's white, but I have them sewn in place just like that. See? Just like that on both pieces. They're going to go that way. I will have to take about probably 3 inches off the bottom for it to fit onto the thing, but that's where the zip's going to go. So I'm going to put the zip in here, and to do that, I'm going to use my tape, zipper tape. I love that what's the name fabric. You should stock it in your shop. It's really nice. On here. So do it on the actual edge. This stuff sticks to my finger. So as close as you can on the edge of that. Because I haven't stitched it, it hasn't got a sharp fold, so. Come on. Take that off. Come off my finger. Still stuck to my finger. Stop it. Take one side of this. That's the right side. We're going to stick it down that way. Because I don't care if it's visible. Doesn't matter. You're not going to see it. You're not going to see on this side. I'm not doing a hide the thingy job. I'm just going to sew it straight onto it. And I want to see some of the dots. Just saying. I want to see the dots. It is beautiful. Yeah. I got some more of that grey one in again too. God, that came back in. The back order came in. Gee, that's nice. All right. So now I'll top stitch that. I'm going to do the same along here. Turn it over. Try and unstick that from my fingers. For goodness sake, woman. Get off me. Hi, Nancy. There we go. No, it's on the floor so the dogs can chew it. Alrighty. Try again. Are you going to, G, are you still here? You still in the conversation there somewhere? Hi, Sandra. You could put the pretty zipper tape on. Yes, you could. But the pretty zipper tape I have is only 30 centimeters, which is 12 inches. So it's a bit small. Unless you had two joining each other, I suppose, then you could do it. I just want this zipper because it's got the dots. And I want to see it. So then, therefore, I'm fiddling. Oh. Right, those two. So we're going to top stitch those, and then we're going to, it's all caught up on me, then we're going to quilt that big piece. Oh, okay. Ready? Move this camera. Move the machine. There we go. Here's one I prepared earlier. Okay. Nice. That's one. I gather that is just a double-sided, like your scrapbooking tape. Yeah, it's yeah. Oh, gee, yeah, it is. It's yeah, but one that washes away. So if you're using it in seams and that, you could use it for that as well. It's one for fabric. Double-sided tape. So, G, are you going to AMQF? Alrighty, so those two are sewn on. Just gonna pop them over. Actually, I might pop them over there. And now we're going to do this. All right. No logic in this. I'm just stitching from one side to the other. Okay. So just a heads up to the wise, word to the wise. If you're going to go one way, you've got to make sure you go, is that really no, it's not an Exie one. Just make sure that it's the wholesale one, that you go one side, up one side, and then turn around and come back the other way. Do you know what I mean? So you're not pushing all the fabric up one way. So you can cross over, you can do them all the same. You can do them in different shapes. You can, whatever. Make sure you turn around, come back the different direction. Let's get on to the yeah, it's the wholesale one, honey. It's in November. I'm trying to do is just to quilt this so that it stays where I put it and doesn't go moving around. Don't know why I threw that out there. It was a bit random. And probably one more maybe from here. Okay, that'll do. Okay. Oh. Okay. Quilted. I still don't know what you're making. Screen froze and nothing in the comments. Oh, okay. You might have to reboot and come back out. Pocket. Now, this one we're going to turn that over, but I'm going to sew this down first. Then I'm going to come back and do this and then sew it straight down to here. But I want to sew this top bit first. So to do that, I'll literally just turn it over, get those little clips in there, hold the little darling down. You could use tape if you want to. Oh, you did? Oh, okay. Could be my end. I'm hoping it's not. Hoping it's playing nice. No, AQC in Melbourne next year is the really expensive one. I'm booked into that because I know it'll be a goodie. All right, just going to bring this back. I'm going to top stitch that down. I have to do it this way because I want the brown on the top. If you know what I mean. Oops, a daisy. I just did a cut off. Huh. Okay. I buried them somewhere. All right. Okay, so I've got that pocket top turned over. I'm not lining it. It doesn't need lining. Okay? Okay. All right. It's going to go over the top of that. So I do need to turn that side in and that top bit there, right, just make sure that is all tucked in. Just like that. Just hold it down. We're going to just put some clips in it for a minute. I just want to have a look at it. I'm going to use tape to hold it down. Coolies. So about 1/2 inch. Turning that in. Actually, threads are all done. All right. So get that tape wherever I've put it. Buried it, did I? Oh, God only knows where I buried it. Oh, yeah. It's a really easy to see spot. Okay. So let's get this on the edge of here. Along here. Like that. Do the same with the other side. Oh, come on, you son of a sea dog. There we go. on the other side to about there. Lift my finger. And then turn it over. Now you can't iron it, so you've got to put some clips in it just to hold it while it sticks. And then we'll put it on and sew it down straight away. Take the clips out as I go. I'll show you in a minute. Need that little hairy bits off. Okay. All right, that side, do the same thing, about 1/2 inch. So it can stay with enough pressure, but it's only temporary, okay? So it's not designed to stay forever. The more you play, the less likely it is going to stay. Then we get another bit. And go here. You can see it coming off on that corner bit there already. That doesn't matter. Seriously, it's stuck to me. It's too sticky. Damn it. All right. Okay. All right. And just quickly find a center. Find a center. It's a big one, but that'll be fine. I can trim that off. And that is going to stick down there. We're going to sew that down there because you can't put pins in it, okay? So just FYI, don't put any pins in. We're going to get this side. And some more of this tape, if it won't stick to me. It looks like it's going to. Gosh almighty. All right. Look. I'm obviously needing, seriously, I need tweezers. Get off me. Stick that in there again. This has decided to be a booger. Yeah. Try again. Now. Stop it. All I need is for it to just behave itself for that long enough for me to get it under the machine. That's all I need. Just putting it out there, people. All right. That down there. And we're just going to go. Get that. Down, up. All right. Let's give it a whirl before it unsticks itself. Emily. Alrighty. Try again. Okie doke. Probably doing a lot neater than I would, but it's on and it's done, and I'm okay with it. I probably went one too many times over one area, but she good. All right. So that's the pocket. It's on. Now, turn it over this way. Pop it aside. Grab the other piece that we've already made. And we're going to put the zipper on these. Make sure you line them up. Okay, so line up the sides. Now that's the faux leather sides. I'm lining up the two faux leathers, not the clear vinyl. Just going to clip in there. Just so I can line it up and give it a trim. Replying to Nancy, thank you, Chris. Oh, yeah, Chris. Hi, Nancy. Michelle's making a large project with the clear front. Thank you. Yeah. Just get rid of these little threads again. There's going to be excess we're going to cut off. But I want those two to line up when I put that zipper head on. Where'd I put it? I buried it again. Here it is. This will do. All right. Again, on an angle. Make sure that's on an angle. Give it a shove from the top like that. And she's on. Now, I always go through a second time if I can. Sometimes I get, if I'm having a bad day of this, I won't. Because so last time it took me about 3 or 4 goes to get the second one on straight. There we go. We got it good this time. Perfect. All right, so that is perfectly done like that. Now, I can put another zipper on the other side if I wanted to and make it a double zip, but I think one's plenty. Don't need two. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim. That's the back. That's the front. I'm going to trim this vinyl, clear vinyl, and this back bit to be the same size. It'll be roughly around about 19 inches square. So bear with me while I go and do that. And I'll just move that back a bit for you. Wrong way, that way. I'll come back. No, I've got the cutter there. I'll bring the board over. That's not it. Where is it? that wasn't me. That was, I just dropped something. Okay, first things first. Let's find a good side with this. A little bit of pinching there. That'll be visible. It won't be visible at all. This board's pretty small. So I'm going to find a straight seam, straight side, and it's going to be there. Trim this back. And that's my straight side. So that only goes to 17. It's 1, 2. So I'm going to go about there. Now I need to clear that up. There. Pull it down. Clean that up. On a bigger board, it'll be a lot easier. That's why I was going to do it over the other side. You'll get to see me struggle instead. All right, so again, we want a straight side. Neaten it up. Find another neat spot. Turn that 2 inches across to there. It's right on the edge. And I'm using the line on my ruler at the bottom here to give me a straight edge. And I'm still using that once I've pulled it down either. So as well, I should say. Now, this one needs to be the same size. What I'm going to do is actually just trim a little bit and then I'm going to put it on, sew it together and then cut it back off. So let me just trim some of these obvious ones like that. And we've got to put the handle on too yet. So that one. Before I go cutting it, yeah, we're good. We're good. We got extra. We got space. We got space. All right, and just that. I'll leave that to the side. Okay. Oops. Put that aside. Now, that's our way up. We want a handle on here. This is our handle. Like I said, you could decide how you want to put it on. I am literally going to just sew it on over like that. I don't even think I'll turn that. I think I'll put it, what's the name of it? Score it so it doesn't go anywhere. So I want it to fray. Okay. And I'm going to go like put it there. So find my center. Oh, right where that thing is. Perfect. That's my center. I'm going to put this probably maybe about 3 inches from the center. Put it there. And don't need that. I can use that. And 3 inches down. So around about there. Okay. So I've gone, for those who can't see because I'm off camera, so that's my middle point. So I've gone 3 inches and 3 inches down. So then I go from there and 3 inches down, to there. All right, I'm going to stitch along there. Okay, and stitch those in. Pop that aside, grab the machine. Lost the thread again. Sew that on. Going to sew up to probably about maybe an inch from the top. Are you putting handles on the front as well? No, just one on the back. You'll sort of see why in a mini. Don't really need one on the front. Okay, that's on. And like I say, you can attach your handles any which way you like. If you want to turn them under, a little bit of the whites come up there. I can get nothing that a permanent marker or a black pen won't fix, get a permanent marker and fix that. Yeah, that handle is on. That's how it's going to stay. This one here is then going to be sewn to the front of this, facing upwards. You can check as to whether you want it all the way up like that, or I want a little bit, or whether you want it right on the edge. Like me personally, I think I want it sort of down here, clear through there as well. And I'm going to clip off and cut off some of that excess down the bottom. So I'm going to just make sure that is level. So it's about there, and that end is Okay, so that is right there. And that one is exactly the same. Because I don't want the top to, I don't want it to be on an angle. So I've got to make sure that this distance here is the same as that distance there. All right. Stuff everywhere here now. Let's just clip that on. I've got it level with one side. I'll worry about the other side when I get to it. Got to make sure that that is out of the way. So make sure it's pinned back or clipped back. Just remember that your back of your bag or your pouch or whatever you want to call it is faux leather, so you can't put a pin in it as such. It's got to be a clip. So I'm still going to have binding on this, just FYI, so it won't be raw edge. All right, so I can do this one side, and I'll come along with the scissors and do a rough cut of the other side. And then once it's sewn, I'll give it a proper trim. Just don't want to trim too much off until I've got it. Same with this. So I can swing that over, cut that bottom bit off, probably about 1.5 inches. Trim this side. It's probably about 1/2 inch. Excuse me. Okay. They can go out of the way. Could you use extra wide zipper tape for the clear vinyl pocket? Yes, absolutely. Because you could put that in, just slide it in, and then just stitch it down. Perfect for it, Linda. Absolutely perfect for it. Didn't even think of that. Might have to make another-y with using it. Oh, what a great idea. God, you're good. Hey? See, I don't care what people say, Linda. I like you. I said that to Janine the other day. She was horrified. All right. So that there, and we're good. We're good to go. Dear. All right. So I'm just going to literally sew all the way around, keep that out of the way. And I'm going to sew like 1/8 all the way around. Not 1/4 inch, 1/8. All right. Here we go. Let's get that up there. So for those who don't know what that tape is, that 3-inch tape absolutely would work. I do like the look of this though, the vinyl. Does look nice, but if you've got that, oh thanks, Jill, I like you too. Thanks, Linda. But yeah, if you could absolutely use the white or the whatever, the black one, absolutely. Alrighty, so 1/8 of an inch. That's all I'm doing to this point. Once that's done, then I can think about binding, and when I do the binding, put the binding on, that's when it'll get the proper seam, a different seam. All right, here goes nothing. Zipper teeth, go back and forwards. Caught on that thing. Okay. Now, remember, keep that what's the name, out of the way, that handle. Really fold it back. I haven't worked out a kit for these yet. Probably around, I'd say probably around about the $30 mark. I mean, you won't need a pattern because there's a video, which is the bonus of doing the videos. It costs me less and it costs you less. And sew this from, oh God, sew this from the clear side so you can see what's going on too, just FYI. Best way to sew it. And my cutting mat keeps getting in my way. Because it doesn't bend, actually I might just slip that up and go back. It's missed. Because this doesn't bend that easy, it's grabbing. All right. Look. Okay. All these out of the way now. I'll probably need them again in a minute. Okay, so we're sewn on. We've got now our pocket. How cool is that? Now, we're going to bind it, this little baby. If you're using this stuff, I suggest that you like practice. I'm going to go from the front, right? So from here and over to the back. So don't cut it until you've got it all on. I'm actually not going to join it with the sewing machine. I'm just going to tuck it into each other and go from there. So you're going to have to open up one side of it. I don't know if you can see that very well, but yeah, late to the party, Liz, it's all good. So I've got one side folded over and the other side open. So I'm going to open up that one side and clip that all the way along. And literally that fold, that crease where that fold is, that's going to be where my seam is. Might have to just give that a little, I might have to give this side a little bit of a trim. So it's got a bit of a thing going on here. Okay. Alrighty. So I'm just trying to figure out how I would go and would be happy doing it. I'm going to go this way. This way would be better for me. It depends if you're left or right-handed, what you feel comfortable with. Open up that seam. Now you could glue that down if you wanted to glue it first, but I'm doing that. I'm going to fold that over, put a crease in it. That's where I'm going to, and I'm going to do that and go around that corner. Nice. Just got to cut out some of that clear vinyl because that's going to get in the way. Same with that. There we go. Okay, so fold that up, then come back down and clip that baby in place. Come on, work with me. Ip. So you got it, because it's clear vinyl, the bleeding stuff slippery. So there it is. I can get that there, and I can neaten that out. There we go. and it'll keep going from there. So I'm going to start doing that. And once I get it over, turn it over, then I'll top stitch it down, all right, the whole way around, and she's done. It done. I'm not going to do hand stitching because I don't think I feel like hand stitching into vinyl, just saying. So I'm going to do that. Let's pull this over here. Move that this time because it was fighting me because of it. Okay, keep that here where I can see it. And got to keep the handle out of the way because, again, we don't want to sew the handle into it. Bring you over here. Come with me, Mad Mike. Lift the foot. There we go. There we go. The needle down. Alrighty. Oh, and now the mic's getting caught. Mad Mike, you're going to have to move. And my machine's rolling. I've got it all happening. So go up to the end, back stitch about 1/4 inch or so from the edge. Lift up. Turn. Turn. Turn your piece around. Come off the side. In that fold. Oh, I've got caught. Okay, we can keep going. Just make sure stay in that seam, in that crease, and then you'll catch everything. Okay, so fold it up, turn it, come downwards. Grab your thread. I haven't cut off, I'm just putting it under. In, stitch. Oh, keeps getting caught on the edge of the tail. Ah, how rude. So fold a 45-degree, then turn the thing back down, facing along that way. Stitch up to that crease that you just made. Back stitch. Needle up. Out. So up, down. That's how you get your mitered corners. Alrighty. Oh, again. So I've got to order some more. Get down. Of this spice tape because it's bloody brilliant. Oh no, not binding my most favorite dry. Yeah, I'm going to cheat though. I'm going to do it all by machine. I just don't think that I have enough hours in the day to sit here binding. That's why Mum binds my quilts for me and other people bind my quilts for me because I just don't have time. And other people like to do it. Well, Mum not so much, but she does it for me because she knows I don't have time. So, yeah. So if I can do it by machine on these little projects, it's brilliant. All right, so we're coming up to the last little thing. Just going to make sure that handle is put away, out of the way. I hear someone turning up. Okay, so this is where we're going to cross over. So I'm just going to, I'm going to then cut this one like this. I'm not doing anything fancy with this one. I am literally going to tuck one into the other, turn the end of one over, but do it on an angle. Just FYI, do it on an angle. So I've turned it over like that. I've got that hooked there, just perfect. Hold it down, put your foot on it, all the jazz. Stitch it in. Lift up and trim off. Now, theoretically speaking, is it someone pulling up? No, I don't think so. Theoretically speaking, we should be right. So, yep, turn that over like that. And that is on an angle now. See how I did that on an angle? Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. See how that's folded on an angle? That one there. So when it goes over, it'll look like it's mitered, but it's not. I know, cheeky, I get it. So it's going to clip over to the other side, and we're just going to clip that down, pin clips all the way around, and we're going to stitch in the ditch all the way on this side, and that's going to grab the back. Oh, I know. As long as I can do it by machine, I'm happy. Yeah, me too. All right. So we want to make sure that when we're turning that over, it goes past that seam that we had. Just got that one there. That one. Same with the corners. If you've got too much bulk, like there's a little bit of plastic and stuff in there, like the vinyl, take it out. But don't cut your main, what's the name? Your binding. So I can see there's a little bit much there. So I'm just going to trim out some of that vinyl so that I can get that seam over to the back. Okay. So bring that over. Bring it over. You can sew from the back if you want to. Personally, I like to sew from the front so I can see I'm not missing things. All right. And then over here on the corners, we're just going to, I don't have too many years left, so I'm not handsome and I don't really have to exactly. So just press that down with your finger on the corner and then flip it back over and pull it in tight and clip that corner just to hold it in place, because sometimes they get a little bit, pulled out of place. I might go on there and just trim off some of that plastic. Take that one off. That's where the zipper is. It's nice and thick. Alrighty, we're getting there. So just clip it around either way. Life's too short to hand, so yeah. There is another way, you know, that other bag that I did, to sew before you turn it right way around. You can actually just sew that opening across the zipper area. You can sew that closed. Again, especially in the corners, that clear vinyl, because I only did it by scissors, so I probably could have gone in a little bit more. Let's see, quite a bit here, and cut a heap of that excess out, because it's just going to get in the way. There we go. Nice big long piece. That's fine. Alrighty, along there. And if you really want to make sure that you have caught it when you stitch on the other side, just stitch in from the ditch. Okay? Okay. That one's very wide. A bit wider than normal. I've come in. So I've given that edge a little bit too much, so I'm just going to take the blade to it. That edge has just got that fraction bit too much seam. Move that back. And watch your fingers. Take the other one out as well. I can see that it's going to get in the way. I advise you to use a ruler, by the way, not fingers. Okay. All right, try that. Okay, let's try again on this corner. That's much better. It's amazing what happens when you take the excess bulk out. Don't we know that, girls? Yeah, baby. Gidget's picking up what I'm putting down, aren't you, Gidge? So if you want the stitching for the binding to be visible, that's okay. If you don't want it to be visible, what is the binding tape you have used? How wide is it? Colour does it come in? And how much on roll and price, please? Yeah, because it's just saved probably half an hour making binding tape. All right, so Elaine, I have had it in stock before. Don't know how much it is right now because things are changing all the time. It comes in lots of colours. I am going to get some in limited colours. I have had it before. It was $3 a metre. It's bias tape, so it works straight or curved edges. What else is there to tell you about it? And no, I haven't got any in stock at the moment. Sorry, none at the moment. But again, once I get through some of these things, I've got some things to do. I will be ordering it in. Oh, that's no good to me. I need that cut down. Thought I'd cut enough off, but not quite. So that, I hope that answers all of those questions. You can make your own bias binding. Obviously, that is easy to do. Entirely up to yourself. So that one there that's tucked in, I'm going to try and cover that over like that, tuck it in so it's not visible. I don't really want it sticking out. All right. Oh, this one's a bit viz. See that one a bit. I'll take a bit of that vinyl out. So what's making it visible is the vinyl. The vinyl's quite stiff, that clear vinyl. So if you've got a bit of excess there, you need to cut it out. And just, yeah. Is it wider than normal? No, it's not. It's just that I opened it. So a lot of people use bias tape and fold bias. It's already folded. So the bias tape, when opened out, is like 1.5 inches, right? Like that. It's what they call double folded. So it's like that. I open out one side, stitch along that line, then over to the other side, and it's already folded, and then I stitch in the ditch. That makes sense? Or you can hand stitch it down. All right, let's do this. Let's try and finish this baby off. Okay, it's been here for about 1 hour and 20 minutes. All right, need to finish it off. Okay, let's see if I can bring this camera in a little bit closer for you, because you're going to want to see a little bit more of that corner. What would you say? Wash your mouth out? Did I swear? Make your own. Okay, so turn it over. Right, if you theoretically stitch in that ditch, you should catch them all on the other side. Theoretically, it's great. Theory is great. Or you could do what I do and just stitch just on the edge of that, and I grab it every time. So I'm happy to have like a little bit of stitch showing because it's decorative anyway. So I'm going to do that. Works for me. And it's a heck of a lot quicker, just FYI. Because as soon as I take that clip out, I'm worried that it's going to loosen up on the other side. When I come to those corners, right, those little pesky corners, go right into there, right in, pick up, turn. No, the hand stitching, yeah, I know. And you'll see it's grabbing it all the way around. Shh, don't mention that to anyone. Theoretically. And then you've got this nice little decorative stitch around. You could do like an actual decorative stitch, like an embroidery type of stitch with your machine. But yeah, like you just said, hand sewing that down, just, you know, life's too short, girls. Obviously, quilts is different. You need to, especially if you're showing them, you have to have hand sewn binding. You cannot enter quilts with machine sewn binding. And I just check as I go that I've caught everything. use your walking foot with this process. And this is where I will come across with that handle and sew it across. You heard me. Because now it ain't going nowhere. I've sewn it in twice. You can also do the same colour thread. Oh, I've run out of bobbin. Same colour thread as you do in as the fabric, and that will also work a treat. I've got white bobbin there. Good. The only problem with purchase double fold is that you only have a single layer on the edge, which isn't so tough. Yeah, that does be an issue. I love needle turn applique. Yeah, but needle turn is different. It's not binding. Not binding. With this, because I'm sewing a top stitch on it, it's not coming undone. Not for all the tea in China. All right, back here, hopefully, because I've taken the clips out. Oh yeah, that's gonna have to be. That's my delicate spot there. There. I need that there. And that tucked under. Just there. The rest. With a quilt, you have to really do the proper binding. You can't get away with it. With these sort of things, you can get away with this sort of stuff because it's not something that binding is not going to cop a beating. Oh, did that just break again? Oh, you little darling. Did it break the top thread? It did. Oh, you son of a sea dog. Come on, in you go. Come on, darling. You can do it. You know, just got to hold your tongue right. All right. Clean that up. Little threads everywhere. Couple of missed stitches there, so I'm going to have to go back there. I'm not sure what's that. Have to go. I'm taking over tea to a friend who's moving into a new home. See you next time. No worries. See you then. Enjoy your day out, darling. Yeah, a couple of stitches here. Just trim them out. It's probably where it's really thick. Yeah, crack the shites over this side, but that's all right. Oh, I did have a few issues, didn't I? All right. I will figure you out in a sec. Click there so I know where it is. I'm going to go a second run. Just need to find those few little spots. All right, that's one. And another one over here. And what I might do is do a second row so I can make sure that I grabbed everything. It's because it's so thick there. I'll start up here. Don't like it. Don't like it much. And yet it's probably because I've only got a size 14 needle. I should have a 16 needle, just FYI. Oh, I can have this one there. Yeah, it did. So yeah, anyway, it'll be fine. I'll come back to those little bits. That one needs another pickup. That one's the one I just did. They're all good. Yeah, that one's the one I missed. We're good on that side. Yeah. It's because it's so thick and I haven't got the right needle in. Probably doesn't help I took a chunk out of my foot. Actually, what if I come the other way? If I come this way, just put that in a throat hold, like a full-on choke hold. Come there. Coming from the other direction. Sometimes that can help, just FYI, especially if things are really, really thick. Also, I can see better. And I can see that it's probably missed again, but I think I'm going to leave it, not play with it. I'm going to do a second run so I can catch some of the other stuff that I missed. All right, the one here. Yeah, that one and that one. So I need to come out and stitch 1/8 from where I've just already done it. And that will grab everything. So literally in the ditch, basically. So I'm going to do a second run, but in the ditch. Get in there. Hi, Michelle. Hi, all. Missed you twice, but we'll have to have replays to enjoy. This looks much bigger than the other project bag. I still have to sew two of. Michelle looks a great size. The panel and fabrics are very pretty together. They are, Joan. Yes, it's been a long time since I've seen you. I hope you're well. This is a lot bigger. Same when it comes to doing this. We're pretty much doing the same thing. I'm just doing a second row of stitching just to ensure that it's staying down. If you did it by hand, you wouldn't have to do this because it would all be down, just FYI. Don't know how you do it by hand because the back of it is leather, but good luck with that. And I think because I've done a double stitch on this black faux leather, it doesn't actually look that out of place. I think I'm lucky in this regard. Okay, I think we're done. It ain't beautiful, but you know how I work. So what it is though is awesome. Here, look at that. Alrighty. Okay. All right, I've double stitched the binding. It's not pretty, but it works. And I did miss some on the back, and I'm not really caring about it because, you know, that's how I roll. But I do have a pocket on the back. If I wanted to, I could go along with a permanent marker and just color that in, and you wouldn't really notice it then. But on this, I love this. Look at that fabric. That's awesome. Size-wise, let's have a look. What do we end up with? We end up with quite a big one. So where's the ones? Where's the one? There it is. About 19 by about 19, just under 19 by 19. No, haven't been great. No sewing. Hopefully one day soon. Yeah. I had heard somewhere someone said that you weren't great, so I send my love to you, darling. Not nice when you're not well. There's a few people I know that aren't well at the moment. Yeah, so look at that. How cool. And your handle's sewn in twice, one to the bag and one to the actual binding, so it's not going anywhere. And I'll get some permanent marker. I'll show you what that'll do so you can see what it does. Nothing a permanent marker can't fix. So if I go permanent marker on this, look at that. Look at that. You're not really going to see it. No one's going to know. No one is going to know. Once it dries, it'll dry flat in colour. And no one will know. Look at that. Hey? How's that? You're welcome, Joan. Look at that. Okay, so all those little indiscretions. I could do the same on the other side if I wanted to. Just colour them in. They'll never know. Colour that little bit of thread in. Look at that. Hey? See, that completely missed a bit there. They'll never know. If I colour that in, it'll look like it's meant to be there. OMG. Yeah, I'm just, by the way, you know I always make mistakes in my videos. That's one of them. Look, it's lifted up. Just FYI, there's the mistake if you're looking for it. That's the one. So because I didn't use black thread, you're going to see it. So if I had to use black thread, you wouldn't see it. They'll never know, says she. And she's putting it on YouTube and everyone knows. Everyone knows. That's something my hubby would do. Yep. She down. And this is, remember I said to you before about that turning over white there? I'll just colour it in. No one's gonna know. Everyone will be like, why does it smell like Texta? It doesn't. Stop it. Fabric markers too, you know, those ones you put your names on things because they don't wash out. Hey. Yep. Just love it. Yeah, I know. It's rough as guts. Look at that. Hey? Yeah, just the whole, 5,000 people will see it. Oh, dear. All right, we're nearly there. Okay. All right. So all those boo-boos I showed you before, they're gone. Look at that. Poof, just gone. Magic show. Watch me pull the rabbit out of my hat. How cute is that? And no one knows. Because it's perfect. No, it's not. Nothing's ever perfect. Ever. Ever. Ta-da! There we go. All done. Oh, a little bit of thread. It is done, baby, done. And it has a handle. Look at that. Look at that. What? Pocket. Turn her over. Pocket. Just the beauty of it just goes on. All right. So now you know the measurements. It starts at around about 20 inches. 20 inches. I go down 3 inches, cut off the plastic, put them on. They're 3 inches wide each by the width of what this is. And it just keeps going on. I think that top bit's a bit crooked, but that's okay. That's okay. Shh, don't tell anyone. That there was 16, 17 inches or something. The zipper is around about 21 inches. And the binding tape, well, that'd be probably about 2.5 meters of binding tape you would need. Better with a cavi, yes. I know, but the Sheps are nice too. So, yeah. So, and plus one pocket. And you can see my quilting is nothing spectacular. It's just funky lines. And it's quilted. It does not have to be exactamundo. And I didn't even put a quilting foot on. You can do that with your walking foot. All right. Double stitch these, but like someone said earlier, use the 3-inch tape. Perfect for that. Perfect. And in she goes. Done. Like a dog's dinner. So all done. Girls, I've no idea on what a kit would be, but I don't think at this point in time you need one. If you want one, let me know and I will whip some up. I might whip some up anyway. All right. So thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed the day, and we'll see you guys very soon on Monday Night Live. I will be seeing you then. Bye, guys.